maybe I'm live. I'm going to check that real quick. Let me just check that super fast. Okay, it's actually live. Good. I'm going to just mute that before it becomes a problem. So, yeah, all right. Here's what happened. My GoPro is a piece of crap. I'll upload an entire video about why it's a piece of crap soon. So, as you may or may not know, I bought 30,000 cards. Actually, no, you wouldn't know that. I haven't posted the video yet. Basically, I'm a time traveler. I've done things you don't even know about yet. Anyway, so I've got 30,000 cards I bought as a dry run for the full plan moving forward. And fun fact about that, see, when I was doing the GoPro plan, you were strapped to this mannequin here, meaning I didn't have to hold you to do video. It's a thing. The catch is, now that I'm recording from my phone, I have no idea how long I can actually record for, or, you know, whatever. It's a huge pain in my hassle is what it is. So, yeah, anyway, while I figure this mess out, there will be an entire video dedicated to why I am pissed with GoPro and fully explain everything. Hello? Okay, it freaked out on me for a moment there. Yeah, anyway, I can't not go through the cards. I have to go through these, but I wanted to do it live. So this is the kind of, trying to think of words, live, not working. Compromise, that's the word I was trying to think of. This is the compromise I've come up with. So since I can't do it the way I wanted to do it, I'm gonna have to do it this way, which, this is so bad. This is literally so bad. But what can you do, I suppose, other than, hold on. You know what? I need a mug. Boom, cool. All right, doesn't affect the viewing any. I can see that. Yeah, let's rotate the device. Welcome to your live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Cool. Well, what good does that do if it doesn't change it on my live stream? Come on! Wow, really? Really? Hello? Why wouldn't it change on the screen if you're doing it on the laptop, for example? Google and their infinite wisdom. Anyway, all right, so that's going to need a change of plans because this is not working. Okay. Can I stuff it in the mug? Cool. All right. Video saved. Cool. You're now in a mug. God, this video's bad. All right, fine. No, I'm not. No. I'm knowing out of this. I'm going through some cards today. I swear to all this holy. What did they do? Okay, I didn't catch that for some reason. God, it's not like I haven't spent all day at work and then my entire last hour has been dealing with live stream issues. I don't have to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. It makes it easier for me at this point. So I'm just going to remove this. Yeah, not even, just, no, just, no. Cool, that corner's blown out. This is great. This is not a total shit show at all. Everything's fine. This video's fine. I'm doing fine. All right, cool. All right, fine. That's the word of the day. It's just fine. All right, what do we got here? Hopefully something good because, oh man. Could you imagine if this was actually good? I don't even know what set that is, so that's kind of set aside. When I don't know what set it is, it's very new. So, yeah, I mean, that's the card I'm talking about. I don't know what set that is. That's fine. This is fine. I'm going to have to retitle the video to, "This video was awful. I am so sorry," is pretty much what I'm going to have to title this video because, yeah, it's pretty bad. Hey, Return to Dust, that's a pretty good card. I don't even want to post my store's link in the description down below of this shit show. It's like, this is so bad that I almost want to stop. It's just like, I want to start over. Do I get a do-over? Can I have a do-over? That'd be great. Okay, Rift Bolt, that's a good card. Yeah, Rift Bolt is actually a decent card. I'm actually pulling that. All right, so now that things have calmed down a little bit and I'm a little less stressed, I'm going to take a drink, non-alcoholic. And we're going to talk about this. Okay, so if you're not aware, I mean, I know we're like 7 minutes in, but if you're not aware, the Ghost Quarter is also an online website. I've been working on that for a while now. And I'm going through these cards and pulling out the valuable cards and putting them up on my website. Given the crapshoot this live stream has been, I did not think to put that in the description down below, mostly because I've spent the last hour fighting, just trying to get live. Between my GoPro freaking out on me and everything else that has gone wrong, I'm just amazed I've managed to get live at this point. So I apologize that I don't have my store in the link that's in the description down below, but if you're so inclined, it's www.theghostquarter.crystalcommerce.com. Yes, I have a good website now. I've been actively working on trying to improve what I'm doing, trying to get good cards up on that website. It's not very good yet, but I'm getting there. Yeah. I know, that's a glowing recommendation. It's not very good, but it's getting there. Yeah. That's pretty much how my day has gone in a nutshell. This was entirely unplanned, at least this part of it today, where I'm going through cards live on stream. I bought 30,000 cards as a dry run for the 100,000 to get this problem sorted out first, the live stream part of it, because this truthfully doesn't matter as much as when I go to do the 100,000 cards. I bought 30,000, I brought 12,000 over to the apartment today, and I'm planning on going again live tomorrow, hopefully with less, oh god, what did I do? So that'd be great. Ooh, nice! Dominaria United cards, awesome. I don't have any of these. I'm actually serious, they're Dominaria United cards, cool. Anything crazy? I honestly can't tell you, but Strength of the Coalition, Gehitu Amplifier, Writhing Necromass, Voda Sea Scavenger, Benelish Faithbonder, Deathbloom Gardener's ooh, wow, okay. I actually like that card. That's a good card. I'm okay with that. In fact, yeah. Toxic Abomination, Take Up the Shield. That one is probably worth something as well. Broken Wings. I just tuned the cans. Tiana is a highly underrated character in my opinion. I like that character. Anyway, where was I? Yes, I was going through really cool cards and hopefully pulling something valuable. That's what I was doing. Since I don't have any Dominaria United cards set aside, I'm doing that right now. Salvaged Mana Worker. Yeah. Okay, cool. These were something cool that was pulled out. I can't remember what they were called, but I know they're from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. They're the original D&D book art, I believe, on Magic the Gathering cards. Now, I know you're probably going, what? Well, I'm somebody who owns a Deities and Demigods book. I may or may not know a thing or two about Dungeons and Dragons. In fact, ironically, there's an entire bookshelf of D&D books over here that's entirely not planned. It's just, those have been sitting there since I moved into this apartment. I haven't got to use them ever. It's the worst possible thing, having like this really immaculate book and it just sits there doing nothing. And it's like, that's not good. Lead the Stampede's a good card. Yeah, so Milt will sell. Ooh, hey, first rare of the day. Cool. What do we got here? Hero of Lena Tower. Is it worth much? No. Is it cool? Yes. It's at least 10 cents. I'll take it. Now, you might be wondering, how do I value these cards? I mean, how do I look at a rando card and go, how much is it worth? Well, I've been doing this for about 10 years now, give or take, and things have changed massively over the years, and I've seen all the changes. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of the changes. And one of those changes is rando bulk cards like that are rares, are worth generally on most buy lists about 10 cents. So every time I pull one of these, it's like pulling a dime out of circulation. For free. Well, maybe not free, but close to it. And that's how I end up valuing cards. Ooh, Migration Path will sell. Lead the Stampede sells. Ooh, Spider Umbra. Nice. Great card, by the way. Now, you might be wondering, ooh, hey. Tangled Floriboom. That's another good card. You might be wondering, okay, so I've got a rando pile of cards. Oh, great, here we go. Yep. So this is what you got to watch out for when you're selling, well, when you're buying cards to resell. This is what we like to call fluff. I like fluff. Fluff means I'm probably going through something that somebody either A, doesn't care, B, they're using as filler so that they don't have to give out other cards, or C, it means that they didn't have time to go through it, and so they just start stuffing cards in there, just all of the cards, just make it go away. I've had all the options before. I'm just waiting for the day when I start going through a pile of cards. Ooh, Tribute Mage, awesome. When I start going through a pile of cards, and Spore Frogs are always a seller. Those are always a seller. Fairy Seers for some reason as well, too. I don't know why, but, well, it is a one-caster flying when it comes into play, scry 2/1/1. Really good card, mind you. Savodian Angel, I don't know if that's the correct way you say it, but that's how I'm going to say it. Winding Way sells, Lava Dart sell, I mean, Segovian Angel again, and you quickly see what I'm saying here when I say, you know, there's cards that will sell, you know, and it doesn't take long to get a pile up to like here selling cards when you're doing it this way. It's just having experience and the ability to look at a card and go, I've sold probably 100 of these in the past. I know to pull it because it will sell. It may not sell today, may not sell tomorrow, may not even sell this week, but somebody at some point will buy this. There's no question about it, And that's the nicest part about what I do, is I know when something will sell, and I don't have to sit here and justify, is it gonna sell? Probably. How do you know that? Because I've done this for 10 years. That's how I know this. It's literally just years of experience. And you can't buy years of experience. You can buy somebody that has years of experience, but you can't, just pay them to give that to you. You have to earn that. That's not a, thing that just sort of happens. Oh, right, I pulled a Tidal Bore and a Terramorphic Expanse out of here already. So far, I'd say I've probably made about $1 back, give or take. I mean, it's, again, not a question of did I make my money back? It's a question of how quickly can I get my money back out of this and then do it again. And then profit off the cards from the first time while I'm waiting for the cards from the second time to come in. It's always about, the real trick of what I do has nothing to do with will the card sell or whatever. It's literally just, I know they're going to sell. Hold on, I'm going to make sure my video is actually still catching my voice. I know. Okay, good. Yeah, we're good. All right, I just wanted to make sure real quick. It's not, it sounds like I'm talking through mud, but I'm pretty sure that's because you're literally jammed into a mug. All right. As I said before, everything about this live stream was kind of impromptu. Hey, cool. Is it worth anything? No. Is it old? Kinda. It's Weatherlight. It's the Weatherlight set. And I love finding old cards like that. It's not a matter of are they worth anything? It's just a matter of I love finding the old preset symbol cards. I love those cards. I grew up with those cards. Literally when I was a kid, my very first deck was a life gain deck. And I had to, now this is going to sound terrible, but I literally had to guilt trip my cousin and my brother into letting me make a Magic the Gathering deck in the first place. And this was pre life gain having an actual kill condition. So it was a terrible deck. I made a lot of life. I made it basically impossible to kill me. The problem was I had no way to kill my opponent. No kill condition. So yeah, that was my own bad on that one. But 2 Faithless Salvaging in the alternate art, which is pretty cool, and a Gargadon in alternate art. Intent. Magic has made Magic has made a greater Gargadon and a lesser Gargadon. See reference. We want you to design the average Gargadon. Okay? So, yeah. And I fully admit part of why I do this. Okay, Flame Tongue Yearling. That's cool. And Unholy Heat. I know that card sells. I've seen it on basically every buy list at this point. So I know that one's going to sell. Faithless Salvaging in the regular art. I don't have nearly enough Double Masters cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and set that aside. Yeah, and I actually am doing that as I go along, where, ooh, hey, cool. I don't know if that's worth much, but first off, I'm going to go with the Terramorph. That typically, I know that sells. I know it does. It's a 3 colorless, 1 green sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle with Rebound. I'm pretty sure that's going to sell because that's effectively, you're paying for 2 rampant growths, getting the effect the first time, and then it rebounds for the second. So, I mean, that's a pretty good card, especially if you're running mana ramp with, like, Soul Rings or something. So, I could see that card selling. What do we got down here? Alright, anything crazy? Not too crazy so far. There's that weird set symbol again. I don't know what that is. I legitimately don't know what it is, so I'm going to set it aside. I found that sometimes you make the most money from the thing you don't know rather than the thing you do know. Because when you're... I'm going to set that aside. I think that sells. Elite Instructor sell. You know, that's the thing, is you almost always make more money from the thing you don't know than the thing you do know, is what I've learned. Because Scion of Halaster. I think, and don't quote me on this, I think this is a Adventures in the Forgotten Realms commander card by the looks of it. Because the second I saw Scion of Halaster, I'm like, yeah, that's gotta be Halaster there. And that's Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. So those are just going to get set there until I figure out what they are. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest about this. My video camera setup here will probably end at some point in the middle of me live streaming. And when that happens, I'm just going to continue. There's no... I don't... Oh, hey, hold on. I'll deal with that in a second. I'm going to say this. I'm going to do my best to go through as many of these cards live as possible, but it's just not feasibly possible, especially if the bad setup I got going on, where I need a webcam to be good at what I'm doing. So I'm going to keep trying to make this actually good over time. That's why I'm doing this now, is to build up. Anyway, Multaney's Acolyte almost always sells. Growth Chamber Guardian. I don't know if that's good or not, but it's another at the bare minimum 10-cent card. Elf Crab Warrior. Whenever you put it sounds boring to me. No. Yeah. I've gotten to a point where I can look at a card and I can just go, no, that's boring. That's not worth more than a couple of cents. I mean, I know it sounds, lazy, but trust me. Oh, hey, another rare. Cool. So I've already made 30 cents back guaranteed. Urham Jin. It's a rare from Judgment. Probably worth about 25 cents on just about any website. It's not anything to write home about. It's okay, that might be good. Let's see here. 4 colorless, 1 green, sorcery. Return up to 3 target multicolored cards from your graveyard to your hand, exile Vivid Revival. That might actually be worth something. I don't know. We'll find out at a later time. Relic Crush. Hey, cool. So I've made 50 cents back out of my 70-something odd dollars. Cool. But Pulse Tracker. Pulse of the Tangle. That's actually a card that I like. I like this card. Is it worth anything crazy? No. Fun card, though. You know what? I'm having good luck pulling from this side. Let's keep pulling from this side. Kitchen Imp with the alternate art. Tragic Fall probably... Yeah, actually, Tragic Fall probably does sell. Yeah, this box is very strongly more modern cards. Do I have a problem with that? No. No, I make a lot of money off modern cards. And I know there's people out there that freak out going, these are all too new. They're not gonna sell. Everybody's got these. Oh. And I'm like, I make most of my money from newer cards. What are you talking about? It's crazy to me when people start talking like that because I'm like, you do realize that's where like 90% of the value is, right? Vermin Gouger, Vermin Gorger, excuse me. That reading the card, it feels like it's a combo piece just waiting to happen. It's one of those instances where you read it and you're like, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, hell, it might not even be this year, but someday, at some point, somebody's going to buy that card. Okay. So we've got more cards from that weird set that I don't know what it is, and more Dominaria United. I'm okay with that. Because Dominaria United is one of those sets where I feel like, oh, I didn't know they actually made that into a card finally. Love Song of Night and Day. I always wondered what that was about. I might have to read that card later. I'll definitely read that card later, but Pilfered. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Oh my god, that is an amazing card. Granted, it's at sorcery speed, but yeah. That's kind of amazing, actually. I love that. You're going through this really good set, and you're just like, yeah, baby. And then Rando Land. I'm just like, why? Anyway. So I'll just put that in my pile of Rando Land that I've pulled out of collections over the year. Well, 2022, actually. I've spent a lot of time pulling cards out and pulling a lot of land from it. There's money in their land. I guess I am a landowner. You know, it's funny to me. You know, people are always like, you should buy land. And my brain immediately goes to, I am a landowner. Anyway, moving on. Let's keep this party rolling here. Let's see what we got here. Because here's the thing. I know 90% of the people watching this aren't going to, they're not going to stick around. That's fine. I'm doing this for the podcast part of it, where it's like people come back and watch the VOD and they're like, I'm hoping he pulls something. I'm really hoping he pulls something good. Oh, hey, Zolaport Cutthroat, for example. That's a good card. I don't know if it's still as expensive as it once was, but it's still a good card. Dungeon Crawler. I'm kind of picking this up a little bit because I have barely touched anything, and I do kind of have to get through this a little quicker. But if I see something that's really good, I'll be sure to let you know. Watching paint dry, the video. That's what I should just title this, is just that. You know, something I never understood is lately, every time Wizards of the Coast prints a dragon, the mana cost goes or mana value these days just keeps going up on dragons, yet they'll release other cards that aren't nearly as casting cost, yet they're better than a dragon. It's like, not sure how I feel about that. Sanguinemancy, that's not a crazy card, so I'm not even going to bother showing it, but it's a good card. Read the Tides, I'm pretty sure that's a decent card as well. Otherworldly Gaze, excuse me. For some reason, that's gone up in price from the last time I looked at it. It's like $1 card now, so that just paid off 1/70th of the entire box. Said and Done might be something valuable. I'm not sure. Here's the thing. 90% of the time, going through a box like this is a pop quiz on knowing what cards are valuable and what ones aren't. And if you don't know, you're going to be going back through and hoping that you have the right one. It's if you don't know what it is, you ain't pulling it the first time. That's pretty much, in a nutshell, everything you need to know about going through cards like this is you're not going to just find it all on the first try. It doesn't happen. I don't care how good you are. You will miss something. And that's where I come in, is I know I'm not going to find it all the first time, all right? And I'm okay with saying that outright. I know I keep talking about, I have 10 years of experience, blah, blah, blah. That's the thing, though. I have 10 years of experience. I'm smart enough to know I'm going to miss stuff. It's just that simple. You will miss stuff. It happens. The real trick is knowing, okay, what I grab out the first time, did that pay for the entire box? Cool. What am I doing with the leftovers? I'm selling them to other people, or I'm selling them to online retailers. Cool. Is there more value to be had here? If yes, keep going. If no, figure out what you did wrong and try and avoid that in the future. It's really as simple as that. Because, I'm probably missing a lot of really expensive stuff currently. That's fine. Because I know I'll go back through it and I'll find it when I start listing all of it to online retailers or to my website, which this pile right here, the pile of at least going to sell for 5 cents a piece, is already probably paid off about, well, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I have 59 cards here. That's about $3 guaranteed back, probably. Probably more, probably less, I don't know, close to. Point is, I'm getting my money back. And that's more than most people can make the claim about. Minotaur Explorer, that generally sells. Am I saying for a lot? No. It sells, though. That's the difference. Soul Snare, that will definitely sell. Benevolent Blessings have sold in the past. Oh, hey, cool, Tempest card. In actually near mint condition. Don't see that every day. Yeah. Is it a good card? No. Is it a cool old card? Yes. Is it worth pulling? Yes. Is it going to make me crazy money back? Probably not. Still like finding old stuff, though. That's why anytime I find an old set with like old lands in it, I get excited because it's like, oh hey, cool, I can start decking out my decks with old land again. I like that. That's a weird one. 5 colorless, 2 white, flying lifelink at the beginning of each combat. If you have more life than each opponent, it gains double. Okay, yeah, it's junk. Never mind. Cool art, junk card. Got it. That's the obnoxious part, is sometimes you're going through and you're just like, oh, that's a cool card, and then you look at it a little closer and you're just like, oh, never mind. Yeah. Ooh, Tenacious Dead. Encore, Gruesome Encore is a good card. Ooh, Smother's Self, especially from Onslaught. Valid Soothsayer Cell. Yeah, all right. Been live for almost an hour at this point. Yeah, they're not crazy expensive, but they're still a good card. Stab Wound, that'll ruin any player's day that you're playing it on anyway. Drakescape Sliver will sell. If I've learned one thing in all my years of Magic the Gathering reselling, it's slivers sell. Slivers sell really well. Yeah, Fell Spectre. Yeah, that'll also sell. I have a friend of mine that is looking for some of those, so probably just set those aside for him. He doesn't know he's looking for them, but I do. Ooh, hey, okay, that's unexpected. It's not a demonic tutor, but it's still close. That'll sell. That's like $1 card, almost guaranteed. Cool. Can I have like 20 more of those? Not gonna happen, but it definitely just woke me up a little bit, because for a bit there I'm just kind of like waiting for something good to happen. Unburial Rites, that'll sell. Will it sell for a lot? Probably not, but Drakescape Sliver. Oh, hey, cool. I'll take that. Another demonic tutor. You know, actually, diabolic tutor. Let me check that real quick. I'm gonna reach around you here. Shush. And I'm gonna type that in. Let's see here. That's sell 2 price. I want actual. Yeah, give me that. Yeah, that's $1.50 card. I just pulled 2 of them. That's $3 right there. To put that in perspective, 60 of these cards that I paid money on, actually no, hold on. It'd be a lot more than 60, but point is, a lot of cards just got paid off from that. So, not complaining currently. Okay, there's another Fell Spectre I didn't know I had. That's part of the fun of this, is oftentimes people do something like this and then they get caught up in, oh, I got to make my money back. And I'm like, no, I already made my money back. It's just, how am I going to get my money back out of it? Am I going to find something crazy like a tragic slip, which is like 5 cents, on most buy lists, or am I going to sell that for 25 cents? Or blood seekers, which are, again, another instance of, am I going to sell it for 5 or am I going to sell it for 25 cents? Who knows? That's half the fun. I just pulled 4 Flenser Mites out of here. Well, 3, actually. Really good card, by the way. Again, a lot of people would look at that and they'd say, is it a good card? Nah. Well, yes, you would say it's a good card, but it's one of those things where you look at it and you have to say to yourself, would I play this in a deck? Most people, maybe. I would. In fact, End Lifelink, kind of hard to go wrong with that combo. But, yeah, there's some people out there that don't know how to make a good deck to save their lives. But, yeah. Let's talk about deck building for a minute there. Play what you want to play. The meta might not go with it, but as long as you're having fun, that's 90% of why I play Magic the Gathering, is I don't like the banned and restricted list at the table when it's casual play. I have rocked a deck before that was worth $1,000, if not more. And the thing about it is, though, I do warn people. Currently, I have a deck worth about $400 that can turn 2 if I'm feeling especially cheeky that day. But you know what I do is I'm like, hey, look, I have this really overpowered deck. It's literally made to be a challenge deck that if you can beat it, I will give you a prize on the first try. You get 1 try to beat the deck, And I hold to that. Now, most people wouldn't do that. They'd just be like, oh, hey, let me show you something cool. And then they beat the crap out of their friend. And, the friend doesn't want to play with you at that point because, you just whipped out a $400 deck while they're walking around with a, deck they bought at Walmart. That's not cool. That's not fun. And trust me when I say, you feel like a badass, but, it comes at the cost of your friends. Not cool. Don't be that guy, Especially if you're going to use a metalworker combo, and run 4 of them with soul rings and I did that once. I actually did that once where I'm just like, I actually felt bad after the fact of not warning them. Because, they literally were rocking a deck that I sold them for like $5. And then I come in with that and it's just, yeah, no. It was very much a no on my part. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I've got a lot of land from Dominaria United. That's cool. Now, here's the thing again, since we're about an hour into the video and people probably aren't watching this, which I'm probably the only one watching this at this point because I just realized I'm broadcasting and 1, maybe 2 people are watching this, if I'm lucky, on YouTube. So, yeah, anyway, for those of you who don't know or just tuned in, hey, okay, I'll deal with that in a second. I almost bypassed that by complete accident. This is what we like to call filler. Because it's filler. We put it in the box to make it fuller. Filler. Yeah. So that's why they do that, is they don't expect you to make money off land. I'm a landowner, ironically. So I make money off that. Now, here's where we're at. Reliquary Tower. Hang on a second. I need to find out how expensive that one is because that's also a probably really good card. Reliquary Tower. Yeah, thankfully they can spell and I can't. So I'm just gonna copy that. And then I'm gonna throw tower behind it. Tower, cool. All right, let's see where we're at here. Yeah, okay, that's a $4 card at Violet, not even Violet's price. That's just regular old boring plain Jane $4 card. Wonder what I'm gonna do with that. I mean, it's one of those instances where you're just kind of like, it probably, if I'm gonna sell that, you might wanna, just do one of these and throw that there, remove the old price tag. Actually, no, I'll just put it in a different one. It'll be fine. Nope. Give me the card. Give me the card. Carefully give me the card. Okay, we're good. I didn't pinch the card. I pinched the sleeve before anybody says anything. The card is still perfectly fine. Yeah, it's near mint still. It's legitimately still near mint. Yeah. So that's a $5. Yeah, this will be fine. We'll just put that there. I will deal with that later because, yeah, $4 card. I paid a penny for it. Boom. Yeah. I love my job. Well, my side job sometimes. This is great. How many people can honestly say, yeah, I just casually made $4 just doing almost nothing? If you said that to people, they'd be like, wait, what? It's amazing to me how many people are like, oh, I can't make money, outside of going to work. And I'm like, what do you think I'm doing currently? This is called making money. Legally, mind you. Now you might be wondering, what am I putting down over here that you can't see? It's literally just Dominaria United cards. I'm just going to sort them out now because I will be sorting them out later. Coral Colony, Defender, where X number of creatures. Yeah, that's probably also worth money, but I'm going to put it in with the other cards right now. Urtai's Scorn sounds like a card that's probably worth money. Reading it, it's basically a counter spell if they've cast 2 or more spells this turn. Otherwise, it's just a regular cancel. So that feels like it's probably worth money. I know, you're waiting for the next cool find. I'm trying. Believe me, I'm trying. That's actually, I'm going to put that there. Well, actually, no, I'm going to put that there for right now because it's a good card. I just don't know what set it's from. I think it's from the Dominaria United Commander set, which would be fine. It's Orzhov Basilica. Is it worth a crazy amount of money? No. Is it a good card? Arguably. Some people would say yes, I would. Other people that are like professional, top tier Magic the Gathering players that go to, like special tournaments because they ranked so high, blah, blah, blah. They probably argue and say no. Huntmaster Liger with different art. Hunt the specimens. Oh, I've just found a bunch of Kaladesh cards. That could or could not be worth money. I don't know. I'm going to be brutally honest about Kaladesh. The problem with Kaladesh is the lotto ticket cards that they had in those sets. While I loved finding the lotto ticket cards, the problem was everybody else did too. And just about every card from the set in value. More so when they started releasing the same cards in the list or the mystery boosters. And I'm just like, you know, it would be great if some of my cards could, you know, maintain value. You know, not many of them, just a couple. That'd be great. Which is why I personally do not hold on to cards. I don't. Unless it is something that is not going to be reprinted, I'm not holding on to it. There's literally no reason to hold on to it. And even you know, the cards that they claim they'll never reprint and blah, 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 they reprinted the Power 9 in non-tournament fashion. So, I mean, even that is, you know, kind of a losing game. That is a fool's gambit right there. Because technically they reprinted it, but they didn't reprint it, yet they reprinted it. Okay, so it's like, all right, well, fine. At that point, you know, hang on, I gotta adjust you a little bit. Yes, I'm going to be typing a little bit as I go, but Trail of Crumbs, those typically do sell, so that's new. And when I say new, I mean new to me. Shepherd of the Flock, Embereth, Shieldbreaker, alternate art. Those are just going to get set over here. Gloom Shrieker is a new one. And the battlefield, give you your hand. If it would die, excellent. Huh. That seems like a combo piece waiting to happen. Mech Hanger will definitely sell. Part of the fun for me is going through the cards and just not knowing what I'm looking at right away. That's part of the reason why I actually like going through newer cards is I actually have to stop and look at it and go, what the heck is this? And even more fun is when you come along and you go, I don't know if this is worth money, but I like it. And then you find out it's like a $3, $4 card, and you're like, oh, I like it even more now. And then you have cards like Reliquary Tower, and then the other one, Diabolic Tutor, where you're just like, I know this is a good card, I just don't know how expensive it is. I thought it was $1 card, for example. Turns out it's actually a $1.50 card, and I got 2 of them. That's $3 there. I pulled the Reliquary Tower. That's $4 by itself. In 3 cards, I paid off nearly 1/7 of the entire box. That's crazy. And I'm not saying you'd be able to do that yourself. I'm saying, you know, okay, Ravenous Trap, I'm not sure if that's expensive or not. It kind of fluctuates. It's one of those ones where you're like, it might be or it might not be. I don't know. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at, is just making sure that when I go through cards, it's, you know, I'm actually learning about new cards and different ideas of how to use them, you know? Okay, Condemn is a card that'll sell. I know it will. It's a really good card. One caster, white, it's a 1 white instant. Put target attacking creature on the bottom of its owner's library. Its controller gains life equal to its toughness. Yeah, unless they've got a way to fetch it, it ain't coming back anytime soon. And that's what you want to see, is you want to see that go away. Okay, Soul Snares again. I like that. I'm a big fan of cards that can be used in just about any deck. Yeah, Wedding Invitations might not be worth much, but I like it. Boarded Window. The individual instant. 4 more damage this turn. Huh. That's... Huh. Ultra the Goyf. That's also a good card. Yeah. Modern Horizons 2 is one of those sets where you're like, I like it. Okay. All right. Now that's what we like to see. Equipped creature has hexproof and haste. Equip 1. Pretty confident that's going to be going into a sleeve, but let me double check. Swift Foot Boots. It's about $1 card. That's good enough. I'd say that. Well, I mean, is it really more good than the Reliquary Tower? No. Arguably, no. But I would say it's not worth putting into a hard sleeve. I would put that into a sleeve, though, just so that I'm like, all right, well, I know what this is later. I know I need to grab the Diabolic Tutors out of there. I'm just not going to do it live right now. I'm liking this old pile down here. You know, here's the thing about Magic the Gathering cards. You can tell an old pile by looking at the side of it. Right? I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's what we like to call wear from play, where it doesn't affect the card condition in any way, other than you can tell it's kind of an older card. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Woo. All right. Okay. So, for those of you who are not old enough to remember ye olden days of the unhinged sets when they were actually good, yeah, I just pulled a bunch of unhinged cards. I'm not going to bother showing. Ooh, hey, cool. Unglued, even. I got unglued. We all know that, but yeah. Anyway, unglued. Oh, man, there's a lot of them, too. I freaking love when I pull those. It's great. Is it valuable? Very depends on card. But I just love pulling those cards. It's so good when you pull them. I can't explain it. It's one of those things where it's like nostalgia in a handful of cards where you're just like, oh, I remember that. You know? And I'm not ashamed to say it. I remember the days of going through and finding really good stuff like that, you know? When I first started doing this, it wasn't uncommon to find collections out there that had probably $100, $200, $300 worth of cards just casually stuffed in there because people didn't know to look for it. So, yeah. Back in the day, if I had done it right, and had any kind of semblance of understanding how to make money, yeah, I would be probably maybe not super wealthy, but definitely a lot better off than where I'm currently sitting. That's okay, you know, that's fine. I know now. That's the important part. So knowing now is like a third of the battle. The other 2/3 is knowing how to use the money correctly once you've got it and keeping it after you've got it. Terramorphic expanse cells. Let's see here. Because it's filler. All right. Because it's filler. Oh, hey, cool. All right. So, Elixir of Immortality. I don't know if this is still a dollar card or not. I'm going to set that aside for the moment. We'll check it in a minute. Dovin, Hand of Control. Artifact, instant, and sorcery spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast. Yeah. That may or may not be worth something. I don't know. I'm going to set that aside and also look it up. Yeah, so. Unflinching Courage will sell. And like I said, it's very easy to go through it and miss something. Okay, that might be worth something. I'm not sure. It's one of those instances where it used to be, but I don't know if it still is. But it's a reprint of Bone Shredder from Modern Horizons 2. I will check that. Oop, wrong pile. Move that there. Scour the desert. Yeah, that's worth money. I don't know how much, but it's worth money. And I dropped it on my floor. Cool. All right, let's get that up off the floor. And that might actually be worth more than I think it is, so I'm going to set that aside, and we'll come back to it a little later. Hang on. Okay, nope. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be going back through this and pulling all of the Innistrad Midnight Hunt, all of the Modern Horizons 2, and pulling all of that out and getting that listed to my pages, because that's where the real money is at the moment in this box. Yeah, I've pulled some decent pulls, but truth be told, there's a lot more money to be had in the uncommons than there is the rares so far. I'm also really glad to be pulling some new cards from, I can't think of the word I'm looking for here. Not Modern Horizons, Dominaria United, excuse me. I just could not think of that word. I don't know why. Well, I just pulled a new Rana, excuse me, I apologize. Shoalred's Faithful before anybody gives me grief. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I'm putting that there. Yeah, I just pulled this. Every single card here is a uncommon from Dominaria United. That's pretty cool. 2 alternate art Baird Argavian Recruiter. That's also cool. I like that. Nope, that goes there. Half the time I'm just, oh, hey, oh, okay. I know that's a dollar card at least. Deadly Dispute. That card is like $1 something right now. So I'm going to double check that and look at it real quick. Hang on. Deadly Dispute. That's a $2 card. Well, actually, $2.99. So, okay, to recap, I've pulled a dollar card, 2 $3, well, 2 cards that are worth $3 between the 2 of them, a Reliquary Tower, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at $11 in 5 cards. All right, so yeah, this might get interesting real quick. Anyway, I think I'm going to actually cut the live stream here. I've been going for an hour, and what I will do is when I pull something really crazy, I'll set it aside, and I will tell you all about it tomorrow when I pick up with the next box. I'm hoping tomorrow to have more time to live stream, or hopefully a better solution to the current live stream issue I'm having. So thank you for watching. Sorry you're literally in a mug, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.